What is this?
She's not able to speak with you. You have to speak with me directly. So when you want to talk to her, you can let me know and I'll speak for her.
Yeah, you can let me know what this situation is right here.
She's messed up and I'm her dominant.
We have allowed the black woman to make her own decisions for the last 50 years, and you know what she gave us? 250,000 babies aborted every year.
Stop giving men microphones.
We have allowed the black woman to make her own decisions for the last 50 years, and you know what she gave us? 250,000 babies aborted every year.
I can't say I agree with this gentleman's delivery, because in this day and age in social media, if you say something that's a little bit edgy, someone can clip it, turn it into a meme, and then possibly go viral in reacting to it, which is what happened in this particular case. But what he's essentially saying is that without any authority, there's nothing that well-meaning black men can do for the black community, especially when there's heaps and heaps of criticism in that black men are having babies all over the place when we know the real stats. In the old days, the church had the fire and the brimstone preacher that would essentially tell the congregation, there are rules to this. You can't do whatever you feel like doing all the time. But now we have the new church. In this new church, the worst thing you can do is give a microphone to a man. Who should have the microphones?
I'm just going to say that women will persevere. Regardless of if it's banned or not, women will persevere. Have you ever heard of aqua tofana?
No.
No. Okay. Well, before women could just get divorces, they killed their husbands to get out of that. Yeah. So they're going to keep babies, whether the law says so or not. I know personally that I have.
And I'm very sorry to hear that. And we have resources.
You should be, and you should stop this stupid rhetoric.
I don't know.
Anyway.
What is your craziest summer break confession?
Oh my gosh, bro! Hold on!
Say it.
But one summer, I got really fucked up, and there was just a group of 5 guys, and a train happened. But it wasn't anything crazy. 5 isn't even that much, bro. It's not that much. It's not that much. Next summer, I'm gonna up it to 6. Maybe this summer.
What brings you guys out here today? Why is it so important to celebrate?
Well, the reason we were celebrating is because obviously it's a happy time. Gay doesn't only just mean girl and boy or, girl, whatever. It just means happy. We're out here to celebrate being queer.
What is this?
She's not able to speak with you. You have to speak with me directly. So when you want to talk to her, you can let me know and I'll speak for her.
What I find very ironic about this particular exchange is that there is not a single black man in the black community in its entirety that is able to do anything close to this in an intimate relationship without pretty much getting sent to jail. But here it's almost it's normal. I'm the dom, you're the submissive, and you don't talk until I tell you to talk. In this environment, in this black community, in this new church, this is fine.
So when you want to talk to her, you can let me know and I'll speak for her.
Yeah, you can let me know what this situation is right here.
She's messed up and I'm her dominant, so yes.
For the people who don't really understand what that means, can you kind of clarify?
Basically, in order to speak with her, you would need to get permission from me. And in other words, I treat her like a very, very, very pretty princess. And then she trusts me with her neck, her life, and everything. We just figured out we were in the bed.
The question I would simply ask is, in the modern average black male-female relationship in America, if a black man had 1/10 of the authority that this woman has in this relationship, where essentially her mate has submitted totally to the fact that she won't even speak until she's allowed to, then would we have weddings that look like this? Imagine if we as black men had the authority to simply say,
We don't do that here.
Hey, y'all
Imagine again if we as black men had the ability to simply say,
We don't do that here.
I call this the lie to me economy. They're essentially telling you that there's not really a problem. The system is not structurally messed up. And when I say structurally messed up, I'm specifically talking about that marriage is not the issue. It's the environment around marriage.
Salute to Edward Anderson for his brilliant terminology that I wanted to borrow for this video. He deems the lie to me economy. He describes it, as you're about to hear, as a tall, conventionally attractive black guy who essentially builds large audiences of women that listen to him essentially tell them things that they want to hear. But I'll let Edward Anderson say it himself.
Notice that generally when you see these guys, they always are generally 6 foot. They always look like they can definitely get women. They look like the type of men these chicks want. And that provides the credibility to then sell it to them. Because they want somebody to reaffirm what they already want to believe. That's actually where the guy steps in and why the guy is compensated. Your pastor does the same thing. So now it's a secular version of this. It's a more religious version of this. And these guys get to sell, they get to convince you that anybody saying anything different is wrong or lesser than, and the narrative that you want to believe is real. And not only the narrative that you want to believe, the narrative, the extreme highest version of that narrative is what you want to believe. So, and even before that, you had a lot of talk shows that used to sell this narrative. It's not women's fault. All men cheat. So it doesn't matter who you get with. Body count doesn't matter. Being a single mom doesn't mean it's the end. You don't have to know how to do any kind of domestic duties. These men are intimidated. You can have it all. You can have it both ways. You can deal in the power couple situation. These men need to get on your level. These men, the new one is they need to be emotionally intelligent, even though black men are literally the most emotionally intelligent group. Even white and non-black feminists will even say that. All these goodies, and it's never telling you what you need to know. It's never any accountability. Yes. Women will actually pay for that narrative because it feels good. And I call this market, this you could call it a podcast industrial complex, but it's not just podcast. That's just the form of it. I call this the lie to me economy. That is what I call it.
For me, in regards to this particular project, first and foremost for me, it was always about serving Teyana and serving her vision, serving her visionary spirit, her artistry, her creativity.
When I came across this video of Aaron Pierce and Teyana Taylor, this is Aaron Pierce. He's very tall, he's good looking, many young ladies are very enamored with him, and he's essentially saying that his job is to serve Teyana Taylor, which in a normal marriage, I have no issue with that. But she just got divorced. And the idea that she found the love of her life inside of the same year that she divorced the man that was her previous love of her life that she had 2 children with, it's almost too good to be true. And it may be possible. This relationship may work out and they date for the next 20 years. But for right now, it is incredible feel good. I would dare say it's almost a lie that she could be in a marriage with someone, break up with that person she has 2 kids with, and then inside of 6 months, she finds a tall guy that's willing to serve her, that is basically the perfect guy. But it fits the paradigm that we're talking about in this lie to me economy. What woman would not want to believe that just fresh out of a marriage with 2 kids, she finds a 6-foot stud that wants to serve her? It's too perfect.
Her artistry, her creativity. I'm sure everybody knows this, but I gotta say it. Teyana is really one of one.
Absolutely.
And you know me, we talking. People call me Mr. Diplomatic sometimes because I'm always trying to find a nice way to say something, but that's not even subjective. It's just objectively she is, right?
If your girl that you really like, say this guy over here told me he'd give me $2,000 to me in the bathroom real quick.
I'd give her $2,000 to stay by me.
You better watch that. You better watch that gone. She gonna get trick money and your money. Step the game up, P. That ain't pimping. You gonna get your ass on the cross.
Pimping, nah. I don't know if I would handle it the way Sugar Free handled it. I'd probably handle it my way.
That ain't pimping. These don't belong to us.
It's a bit strange to me to witness this new norm where a young lady is being led around on a leash by her dominating partner, and she is totally submissive willingly. And she will not speak until she's given permission by her dominating partner to do so.
She's not able to speak with you. You have to speak with me directly. So when you want to talk to her, you can let me know and I'll speak for her.
And I'm starting to hear more women say this. They starting to compare sex work, marriage and sex work, and try to make it the same. That shouldn't even be acceptable. But they need to do, and they're saying it publicly. Why? Because they need to believe that. Because what's the alternative? The alternative is they pretty much wasted their life. They wasted their beauty, and they're not going to get a get back.
First and foremost, for me, it was always about serving Teyana and serving her vision.
You can see that on the one end, there's a young lady who is willing to submit to her partner, not say anything in public, and be happy with the fact that she has to essentially ask permission from her mate to speak. And on the other end, there's this tall, very attractive guy who is swooping up a woman who is fresh out of divorce and saying that he's willing to serve her. On both ends of those spectrums, the truth of the matter is neither of those models are sustainable, because there are only a few 6-foot dudes that are going to submit to one woman, and most likely he's not going to submit to a woman who is fresh out of divorce, because most people don't get really hooked up like that fresh out of divorce. It takes time to deal with the divorce, and you have other issues. I'm saying that this is a fairy tale. And for many young ladies to see this story or the other story of the 2 young ladies who essentially have a way of having a dominating partner that they'll submit to, it feels good, I suppose. But really what it's saying is that for some ladies, that lie, that feel-good story is more palatable than the idea of sacrifice, staying in a family, even though you're not 100% happy, but you have 2 kids who are going to suffer if you choose to break up your family and have 2 young kids going between 2 houses. Or if you don't have any kids and you choose to enjoy your 30s and 40s and 50s and essentially be a bachelorette forever, your friends that are grade school teachers are going to end up losing their jobs because there are no kids, and there's going to be less people paying into Social Security, which is going to affect your retirement. The things that are not so sexy, that are the basis of how things actually work. It's very inconvenient to hear these truths, but they remain truths. And even if they make you feel bad, someone needs to have the authority to tell you these truths so you can move in a way so that you can avoid these issues down the line. And if the man in your life doesn't have the authority to bring up any of these things and you want to take his microphone away, then guys have 2 options. You can lie to these women or you can leave. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you in the next video. Take care, guys.